Welcome on today's video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing top-down analysis on. No further ado, let's dive right into the video. Okay, starting our chart analysis this week with GBP USD. With all the major news happening this week, GBP USD has been so trickish this week. So, what happened this week and what we are anticipating for the week coming. Okay, this is looking at GBP USD from the weekly time frame. One can say that is in an uptrend. But when you step down to lower time frame as a day trader, you see that the market structure have been shifted to from uptrend to downward trend. So if you move down to daily time frame now, you can see the structure on the daily time frame is still showing bullish momentum on the daily time frame. But a closer look at the current market behavior, you could see that the price has breaking the current structure on. You can see that price made a double bottom at this particular zone. At this particular zone, when price was creating these higher highs, higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, as you can see, price was making higher highs, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, another higher low. Then price tried to make another higher high but failed and break the most recent structure on this daily time frame, signaling that the bullish momentum and the bullish bias on GBP USD is coming to an end. So if we mark out our trend line now, let's get rid of this. Marking out our trend line on the daily time frame, you can see that we have a significant peak here. Also have a significant peak here. So a valid trend line here, significant peak, significant peak. All you need to draw a valid trend line is just two significant peaks. So we're going to step down to 4 hour time frame, which is my major time frame as a day trader. If you're a swing trader, your major time frame should be the weekly and the daily. If you're a scalper, it should be 1 hour and 15 minutes. But as a day trader, my major time frame is on the 4 hour time frame. While my current time frame is 1 hour, my entry time frame is on the 15 minutes. As you can see on the 4 hour time frame, that even the price made a change of character from this zone before it developed on a daily time frame. This is where we had our change of character on the 4 hour time frame, and you can see that when price break this most recent to test it came to test this particular zone here, and since then we have been making lower lows on the 4 hour time frame, which if we go to back to daily time frame, you can now see when we finally made a change of character on the daily time frame. Stepping down back to our 4 hour time frame, that confirmation that is going to help us on GPUSD bearish move is taking a fib level on this from the beginning of this bearish sell off here to here. So we mark out, as you can see, that our 61 8 and 50% fib level is in confluence with daily change of character. So this particular zone, this zone here, is a very significant zone. This zone here is a very significant zone because our fib level of 61 8 and 50% Fibonacci zone is in confluence with daily change of character. So when price get to this point, we are going to be looking at candlestick behavior to go short. Go further for more confluences on this particular zone. You can see that we have a supply zone at this point on the 4 hour time frame. If you have a supply zone on the 4 hour time frame or this particular zone here, if we step down to 2 hour time frame or an hourly time frame, you can see that the supply zone is very significant. Price get to this supply zone, the sellers will take over the market and drag it down, and the buyers will come and manipulate the early sellers and buy up to our initial trend line anticipation, and then price and the market will then finally sell off. This is what we're anticipating on GBP USD. Analyzing GBP JPY. On GBP JPY, stepping on the daily time frame, USD JPY price just recently broke our resistance zone. Let me get rid of this. We're going to, as you can see, that If we draw our resistance zone here, we have first touch here, second touch here, third touch here. So we draw a significant, this makes it a significant resistance zone. Then we mark out our trend line. We have a significant trough here, another significant trough here. Then we extend it to the right side of the chart. So as you can see that when price gets back to this resistance zone at this point, when a resistance zone is broken, that resistance zone automatically turns to support. When a support zone breaks or gets violated, that support zone automatically becomes resistance, and that's what actually happened on the USD JPY when uh, this support resistance zone on the daily time frame was actually violated. It it came back to act as a support. It came back to act as a support, which makes it a valid support and resistance zone. But looking at what price is currently doing on USD JPY, we are we are anticipating that price will come down to this trend line before continuing making it up one momentum. Euro USD, just as GBP USD, GBP USD and Euro USD, they react almost in the same way. So we're also bearish on Euro USD. So with no wasting time on Euro USD, because Euro USD and GBP USD are exactly the same. They behave and act the same way and the same in the same pattern.